this is Kelly with Columbia Pool and Spa, and today we're going to go over some steps that I'm going to ask you to do. The first 2 weeks are going to be the critical ones, and then after that it's just some little routine maintenance that you'll need to do in order for your true system to kick in so you have less maintenance to do on your hot tub. So one of the first things we're going to do is show you where your true system is at. So you'll see there's some clips on here. You'll just grab the cabinet from the very front, pull it forward, and lift it up and out. Be careful, there is a wire here that is connected to your exterior lights. Okay, now we have both corners off. So now we will take off this middle section here. Basically what you're going to do is lift up. You pull it out, and there is, I don't know if you can see it from over there, but there is a light cord here, so you want to be very careful with that. Now that we have the actual cabinet off, this is going to be your Jacuzzi True air filter. So you just pop that off the clips. There's going to be two little, let me see if I can bring this in closer so you can actually see it. Little pinch clip there. You just pinch that together and that hose will come off. Now when you get these filters, make sure that on the very bottom, there's usually a black cap on here. That is just to make sure that nothing gets inside of there. You want to make sure you release that because air does travel up. It dries out whatever moisture is in here from your pump system because your true sanitation has to be completely dry in order to function correctly. That filter there is going to get replaced every 6 months. You will have a timer that goes off on here. I showed you that on the last video. Once you hit that 0 timer, you'll want to replace that. This here is going to be your actual ozone generator box. So this here is only replaced every 2 years. That is roughly about $250. The filter itself is like $26, $27. So again, you will only replace this every other year. Your timer will also go off, and watch out for my emails because my emails will also remind you of all of these things that I'm telling you today. Now that we have gone through that, just to show you that, I want to go over some features on the actual top side. Look how crystal clear that water is. Oh, my favorite water. Love the True system. So we're going to zoom in here. Now to go over your top side. So this is the top side that you will have with a 400 series tub. This is your jet button. So when we turn that on, both pumps will come on, pump 1 and 2. There is no air on right now. So basically these little jet buttons, or the buttons here, will inject the air. So now you see we have the bubbles that we're looking for. If we don't want, say for instance you're over in this lounge, nobody's over here, it's just you, you can actually turn off pump 1 and your lounge will still run, and these seats will be pretty much just dead, just sitting there. Turn that off so you can hear me. We'll go back. Now for your lights, I already have them on. They're on a dim. You can kind of see here the bars, so it's just on its second brightest. It can go all the way up. And there's your lights there. You'll have them on the diverter. They kind of look weird when I'm doing it in the phone because they're flashing through the phone, but they're really not. Now, right now, you'll see it says speed 0. You'll see a color wheel there with a little light up color. That's the color it's set on. I can change that and go to blue. If I wanted to put it on a rotation, now you'll see it says speed 1, and it's going to go really slow and change between the colors. Now it's on the yellow, and they'll go on to the next color in the color wheel. If you want it to go faster, you'll just keep tapping that until it goes to 5, and now you'll see that rotation is going a lot faster. For your exterior lights, so this here is your exterior light. That is just meaning that it's off. To activate it, you'll want to make sure you get all those little bars right there, so that will get you your nice bright soft but bright out exterior light. If you tap it again, it'll bring it down just a little bit, dim it so it's not so bright, and then you tap it again, it turns it off. For your red light, it is going to be located in the seat over here with all the what used to be called the FX12 seat. There's now 2 red lights down at the bottom there. It is going to ask you to confirm the start of your 20-minute therapy. Let me get back to that screen, and then we're just going to tap yes, and there's your red light therapy. If you have not used red light and you do have aches and pains in your lower back, hips, or anything like that, trust me, this is totally beneficial to people like you, myself, and many others out there that are having these types of pains. So that, one thing I did not show you, let me go back to it. So we're going to show you how this diverter part works. So I'm going to activate the air in both. We're going to be all about the bubbles right now. So this diverter here is going to allow you to shut down a seat. So this seat is now off, but now this one is full. So same thing, I'm going to go down and turn this the other direction. You see how that water level drops there? And now all of a sudden we have this massive massage down here. So I always put this in what I call showroom ready, turn my air back off, and then you have the waterfalls. So you'll see this here, everything is controlled on this tub right in the front. You don't have to go to the back of it. So you have full-fledged. You can use that as a neck massage. It is perfect height for if you're sitting in that seat, your head will rest comfortably right on that plastic. One of my other favorite features I do like to go over is if you grab the actual faces of the jets, you can turn, and you can kind of somewhat see how I'm turning that. You can dial in your massage that way as well. Now, if you see these ones down here, this is the original MX2 jets. You'll see they're kind of a star face figuration. In order to adjust these, you're not going to grab the silver case. You're going to grab the star, and that's how you will adjust the massage deeper or lighter. One thing I do like to show people also for comfortability, these do move up and down. They do slide, but they also pop off. So some people will find these are not as comfortable in the one position. So you can literally flip them upside down. So you see my jacuzzi now is upside down. Some people with OCD won't like that, but it's all on your comfortability. So, and you'll see there's your little zips, 2 slots, and it just pops right on. All right, and there we have it. Now we're going to go over the final part, which is your filtration system. So we're going to lift this cover here. This is your filter housing cover, and you'll see this pre-catch bag on here. There are some clips. I don't know if you can see this while I'm doing this, but you would just slide that off. There's clips all the way around. This bottom part just goes up and clips on there back onto that same one you took it off of. And there you have it. So whenever you see this dirty, go ahead and rinse that out, clean it. This is designed to catch any type of bugs, leaves and stuff, so it doesn't clog up your filters quickly. And you can kind of see it on the inside. There is this flapping weir. So whenever you do put that on back on your tub, you want to push that all the way back up and then get these clips to kind of mount on there. It's not as easy to do, but it does help with the actual top surface skimming of your water. So very beneficial to have on a hot tub. Next, you will have 2 filters, well 3 filters total. You'll have 2 different cylinders sitting right there at the top. When you spin the one closest to the top side, it's going to be the one standing towards where you would enter into the tub. When you spin that out, you'll see there is a pleated filter, and then there's this silver canister. On the one side, there is this pin, so you'll just pull that pin, twist this counterclockwise, and it separates. Then inside of here, this is what we call the Pro Clarity Depth Filter. This is what's going to take your filtration down to 5 microns. You are not going to rinse this filter, so this is just going to be a toss away every 3 months. It'll just sit in there, disregard it. 3 months timer goes off, replace it. On these here, so let me take the other one out. This one is just one full filter, so you'll have 2 different sizes for the ones that you have to clean. There's your big one, and there's your little one. So both of these pleats can actually be rinsed. We highly recommend rinsing them weekly. At absolute minimum, please don't go longer than a month. But then we will also want to do what we call a deep soak. So you'll overnight soak these with Aquafinesse tabs for at least an overnight soak. Take them out, rinse them off, and put them back in your tub. Some customers will get an extra set, and that way they can do the overnight soak but still have filters in place. So when those other ones have done soaking, you'll just take those out, rinse them, let them air dry, bag them up, and put them away for the next 6 months. And that way you have some to rotate out. Again, this is the only one that you're going to have to actually physically throw away but not have to worry about rinsing. Anything outside of that is smooth sailing. With that, I hope that you enjoy your hot tub, and thank you from all of us here at Columbia Pool and Spa.